Hi. This is an automated message designed to instruct you on how to do your job here at the new Maggie's magical world. First of all, welcome to the family. You are now a vital part of Creative Concepts, and we will always give you the best care that we can. Creative Concepts is not responsible for any damage, injuries, or accidents to the person. You'll be in charge of repairing the animatronics, making sure that they'll work properly for the show tomorrow. In front of you, you have our most beloved mascot, Maggie. Tonight, you'll be checking her eyes and jaw to see if there is any malfunction. And if there is, you'll be repairing it so she can sing properly tomorrow. You can choose to use the manual and follow all the steps by hand, or you can use our new automatic system repair, which will test the movement on its own, try to catch any errors that might occur, and fix them all. And all you have to do is to click a couple of buttons and you are set for tonight. Choose now. Great job. Our automatic repair system didn't find any errors. See you tomorrow.
Hey, welcome to your new job. I'm recording these tapes for you to help you familiarize yourself with the work environment. I'm the night guard who works there before you. Let me tell you, there are a lot of things they don't tell you about this job, but I'm here to clarify any confusion and answer questions that you might have throughout the night, so don't worry about it. Okay, let's go through the basics. As you might have already seen, you have a tablet. This tablet has 3 sections: a camera section, where you can see what's happening in the pizzeria, a ventilation section, which is the camera for the main vent that leads to your office, a vent behind you, and last, the breakers. You have the individual breakers for all the cameras, which you can only have turned off one at a time for software reasons, don't really know why, and the main breaker for the whole pizzeria. And you have a little energy meter in the bottom corner. This is important because, to cut expenses, Creative Concepts decided to set the pizzeria in a limited emergency energy protocol at night, or something like that, I don't know. It just means we have very little power available. Everything consumes power here, lights, doors, etc., and we have to be careful to not waste any power, because if not, you're just gonna have to sit in the dark the rest of the night, and believe me, you don't want to do that. Well, now that we're out of the basics, I gotta tell you, this isn't a normal job. You see, the animatronics tend to move for some reason. I don't know why it happens. I tried talking with maintenance and management, but they either don't listen to me or ignore me completely. So I had no other choice than to learn how to survive here. Well, they will try to get into your office through different places, either from the hallways or the vents, which means that you'll have to be very alert for sound cues. If you happen to hear any movement from the sides, light the hallway, and if you see one of the animatronics, just close the door and wait for it to go away. And remember, don't close the door for too long. It consumes a lot of energy. They will also try to get behind you through the vent. If you hear that something got in there, look at the vent camera and light it for a second. That should make any animatronic go back to the stage. You'll have to be very alert, because if not, they'll go right into your office. Well, that's all for tonight. Good luck now. Bye.
In front of you, you have one of our mascots, Bob. Tonight, you'll be checking his arms to see if there is any malfunction. And if there is, you'll be repairing it so he can play the drums tomorrow. The automatic repair system will begin now. Great job! Our automatic repair system didn't find any errors. See you tomorrow!
Hey, second night. Congratulations. Okay, I'm not going to take long with this tape. The animatronics tend to move faster as the week progresses. Well, turns out I left out a bunch of details in the last tape. Some things I didn't explain, and you might be wondering what they are or what they do. You might have noticed that in Cam 7, there's a button to close a vent. That's the vent in front of you. Every now and then, you might hear some knocks on that vent. That means that some animatronics are trying to get into it, namely Esther and Lester, the two rats. They're programmed to move together, so they will always be with each other. So, if you hear some knocking, just go to the camera, close the vent, and they'll go back to their stage. Now, just like the doors, the vent consumes a lot of power, so only close them if you absolutely need to. Don't leave it closed for too long, or it will drain all the power from the building. Now, let's say that they got into the vent. You will see them in the vent in front of you. If that's the case, cut the power to the whole building and wait a couple of seconds. Why? Well, they're programmed to play a game of tag with the kids. If everything's dark, they won't be able to see you, so that will make them think that the game is over, and they'll go back to their stage. Yeah, I know, all of this is weird. But with time, you'll get used to it. That's all for tonight. Good luck.
Are you tired of lackluster food and cell conditions? Or maybe you ended up in a solitary room for inappropriate behavior during your daily routines. Worry not, Class D personnel. We got you covered. Behold, the Endurance, our brand new program. We want you to put your skills into practice in a variety of tasks currently unattended in our facility. As you know, SCP is an organization pieced together to make the world a better and safer place for both humanity and our specimen. We're like a giant mechanism. To sustain its perfection for years ahead, some maintenance practices are heavily required. Recently, we found out about a few faulty parts holding our facility back. But thanks to our brilliant management, a swift and organized removal of said defects has been arranged. And that's where you come in. We need you to fill in these empty spots to keep our organization running. Don't let your lack of qualifications be a concern. Presented solution is just a temporary measure, so you won't have to struggle for long. It also means you have a limited time to gather an additional food service for the next year. And who knows, if you happen to be a bad boy, you could shed some light on your future and say farewell to your nasty solitary room once and for all. Sounds amazing, right? So join us right now. Log in with your credentials in the terminal, and you will be presented with a variety of jobs to choose from. We count on you, Class D. Let's make our world a happier place. Together.
Hi there, I'm Ronald. Welcome to the Endurance program. You chose, or perhaps you've been forced to work, as a night guard here on level D. Tonight, I'll be teaching you how to operate this junky camera system. I'm a maintenance engineer, so keeping this crap in decent working condition is basically my only duty here, so I'd be the best person to draw you in. No worries, I'll go easy on you. And just don't tell the rest of the staff I said that. They would love to see you running headless. I don't really share their attitude though. As you can see, there's a PC station for your disposition. It's rocking an early version of our software on it. Hence there's that weird terminal thing on a monitor to your right. But it's not as complicated as you'd think. Its main purpose is running some essential commands and logging in since user interface assets aren't ready for that yet. It also powers up a camera system, which is an essential tool for this job. So, you absolutely need to keep this thing running. For security measures, the passwords on every computer here in the facility are changed every day. Since you're a Class D and you have no permissions around here, I'll be leaving a sticky note with a passcode for you. So, shall we try to see if you'll be able to run this thing? I'm going to remotely pull the plug in your area. Cutting off the power means you'll have to boot this machine up again from the ground up. Here's what you'll have to do. Flip the lever on the wall in front of you to get your room some juice. Then power up your PC, that boxy thing on the right of your table. You'll have to wait a few seconds for it to boot up, and then it's going to ask you for a password. Type in whatever's on that sticky note. If done correctly, we should be able to speak again. Ready? Looks like this is going to be easier than I thought. Well done. Now, let's familiarize you with the cameras. There are 3 floors for you to watch over. Each has a set of cameras. Some of these hang in dark places and have been equipped with lights. If there's a flashlight available, a text in the corner of your camera feed will appear. Pressing Z on your keyboard activates the light. Of course, you have one of these flashlights with you in the office as well, but you need to keep in mind, all of them consume power when used. Sounds like now would be a good time to talk about power management. This night's an easy one. For practice purposes, you've been provided with unlimited power. Unfortunately, tomorrow there will be a limited energy pool for your night shift. Things that may drain your electricity are lights, PC, camera system, ventilation, and a door. Yes, that door on your right, hence that usage meter is overloaded. But there are ways you can save some of that precious energy. There's a link to the ventilation system on Cam 2D. By clicking on a server unit on the left, you're able to toggle ventilation on and off. But you have to keep in mind, we're deep underground. You still need to be able to breathe. Another way is putting your PC to sleep when it's not in use. It consumes less power, wakes up crazy fast, and starts right where it left. You can do that by pressing X on your keyboard. Oh, I almost forgot. There's a replica of a mask of SCP-035 for you to use. Being a guard among these crazy abominations is no easy task, but it may help you fool some of them. And that's it. I need to go help the others now. Remember what I said. And be sure to make use of a library on the left monitor to look those SCPs you're about to encounter up. It may save your life. Hang in there, and good luck.
Hello?
Hey, kid. It's me again. Hey, congrats on finishing your first night. That wasn't so bad now, was it?
Well,
Glad to hear it. Now listen, I was wondering if you could do a favor for me. You'd be paid overtime.
what is it?
Well, I've received some complaints about a certain game in the arcade. I believe it's called Freddy on the Run, or something. Anyway, apparently the game starts freaking out after you reach a certain score, and I thought maybe you could try it out and figure out what's going on. Hey, you've always been better at technology than me.
So you're gonna pay me overtime to play an arcade game?
Yeah, that's a funny way of looking at it. I suppose so, yeah. Yeah, that's not the whole story, though. You know, keep in mind, Freddy and the crew may still be wandering around. I know Bonnie and Chica like to frequent that area sometimes, so just stay on your toes. Oh, and here's a tip. Some of the previous guards have reported that the bots don't react too well to bright lights in their eyes. So, if they get too handsy, you might try that.
Got it. And yeah, I guess I could do that.
Haha, perfect. I really appreciate the help, kid. Thanks. I'll talk to you later, okay? Bye now.
Bye.
What? Time to run. Gotta go.